What is up, YouTube? James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of the Singles Battle Spot here on Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. We'll be using another QR code team today, and we have an interesting team. It's got both Lotties, which I absolutely love because I love their design, to be honest. We got Scizor, we got the Rotom, Heat, Azumarill, and Mimikyu. Not sure on this team, to be honest. I'm not even sure just by looking at it, but I'm hoping we can at least win one game out of three potentially. Yeah, I'm just not good at singles, people. So we'll see how this goes. We got Specs Latios, we got Mega Latios, I think we got Mega Scizor, or maybe it's Banded. I'm actually not sure. Let me check. It is Mega Scizor as well. We got Wiki Berry Rotom Heat. We got Belly Drum Azumarill, the classic one, and we got the standard SD Mimikyu with Ghostium Z. So this should be a fun team. Not exactly sure, because I love Latios. Personally, I love Specs Latios. Like, I've used it a lot in the past in both singles, like X and Y OU, which was really, really fun. And I also played it in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire in 2015. I also played OU then, and Specs Latios was also one of my favorites. It's just a classic Pokemon that I love in general. Specs Latios is definitely one of my favorite sets on Latios. As we find our first opponent with the team of Salamence Espeon, the Ribambe, Bibarel, the Cloyster, and Needle King. Okay, Bibarel gets Moody. It also gets the ability Simple, which means it doubles like stat changes on Bibarel. So Sword Stance, instead of +2, becomes +4. If it gets Intimidated, instead of -1, it becomes -2. So yeah, Cloyster's also a big threat. Scizor can put in a lot of work against my opponent's team if I am able to weaken it. Salamence is really a scary Pokemon to deal with, though. I think I want to lead Rotom because Rotom actually does really well. Rotom. I think having Mega Latios. Nah. Ooh, Latios. I mean Latias. Latias could do a lot of work. Problem is, I don't believe it will live attacks from the Salamence, so I think I'll have Latios in the back and Scizor. This works if my opponent doesn't lead Cloyster. What's actually cool about Cloyster, people don't know, is in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, it got a new move to the move in the Liquidation, which is pretty powerful. Base 85 water type attack with a chance to lower the physical defense, and it's 100% accurate, which is better than Cloyster's moves, which usually either had to run Hydro Pump or the what's it called? Razor Shell, which is inaccurate. And Liquidation is pretty much the same thing, except it's more powerful and more accurate, so why not go that, right? Espeon's gonna lead here. Do I have Volt Switch or do I just have T-Bolt? I do have Volt Switch, okay. So Espeon gets the ability Magic Bounce if people don't know, so I can't use status moves. It will be reflected directly on me. Scizor is actually looking like a pretty good switch, so Volt Switch. Calm Mind could come out. Substitute, maybe. Light Screen. Oh, jeez. So I'm just gonna Volt Switch here. Oh my lord, that did absolutely nothing. Let's go into Scizor here. That did absolutely nothing. This Scizor's not bulky at all, is it? Okay, since Light Clay doesn't matter because he's gonna get both his screens up, and because I'm pretty sure this would be Light Clay Espeon, I'm gonna Sword Stance and then U-turn because I at least KO the Espeon and then can go into Rotom to prevent Salamence from coming in. Yeah, because you're gonna set up the Reflect here for sure. So I get a Sword Stance up. Nice. And I'll go for my... Oh, I don't have U-turn? I should have looked at the set before. I thought I U-turn over Superpower. Okay, we're going to go for Knockoff. I could have set up again, but, like, I didn't want my opponent hard switching as I kept setting up. Psychic going to come out, which... that does... Oh, come on. Special defense shot. Well, I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure both of my opponent's Pokemon are going to be Cloyster and the Salamence in the back anyway. So now, unfortunately, my opponent's going to get a free switch. Yeah, it is Light Clay Espeon. Yeah, this is scary. What's coming out? Cloyster is definitely a scary Pokemon that can come out here. Because I don't exactly have a good switch into Cloyster. Yeah. Yeah. So I do have superpower. Superpower and the bullet punch might be able to pick up the KO, especially after the the shell smash, because I'm pretty sure that's what you're gonna set up. Oh wait, what? You're slower? Huh? What? Shell smash. But superpower into bullet punch should actually just be able to knock out the cloister. Even with my lowered attack, I mean, you have lowered defense. I don't know, that was a 240 base power. I mean, 90. Yeah, I think bullet punch should be able to KO. And it hits anything on my opponent's team anyway, so it's my best play. Bullet punch gonna come out. Yeah, this worked out for my opponent if I didn't have superpower, but I do have superpower, fortunately. A critical hit there. Don't think it mattered. Gonna be able to KO the cloister, and now it's down to my opponent's last Pokemon. Salamence is obviously very scary here. Yeah. So I do want to stall out screens. Like, Roost Ments can also be a problem. I'm gonna go hard Rotom because there's no point of going with, like, keeping Scizor in, where Scizor can't do anything behind Reflect, combined with Mega Salamence's high physical defense. So I'll go Rotom here. Because Rotom should be able to take hits, get some health back with its berry. Let's see. Dragon Dance, yep. Okay. So it gets a Dragon Dance up, which obviously isn't good for me. I think I want... Okay. Thunder Wave is pretty useless in this generation. Like, the 50% speed decrease is not going to help me if it just sets up another Dragon Dance, which I can definitely see. So I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp here. Hope I connect. Well, I would have to hope... Like, I need a status move anyway on it. So what, my opponent has 5 turns of Light Screen. Double Edge is just going to come out. Thunder Wave might have been the better play for me. I hope I connect a Willow. Nice. Okay. That's not too bad. I get a bit of burn damage on this Salamence. I'm really worried about Roost, though, potentially. I am just going to Volt Switch here. Yeah, I'm just going to Volt Switch. Let's see if the Salamence just keeps attacking. Yep, Dragon Dance. Okay. So now it's a neutral Double Edge that's going to be coming out. Volt Switch. Yeah, behind the light screen, that really doesn't do anything. I still don't think I can win, to be honest. Just because Salamence was just such a strong Pokemon in this matchup. I'll go Latios here. Also need to somehow get rid of the screen. Light screen does wear off for my opponent. Okay, that means you should have, what? 1 turn to Reflect. Okay. I'm going to hope that the Double Edge recoil plus the burn into Bullet Punch can KO the Salamence, so I'm going to fire off a Psychic. A Spec Psychic should be able to knock out the Salamence if I'm able to survive a Double Edge. I don't think I can. Like, this is Mega Salamence, and I'm pretty sure this is Adamant. Yeah. So Latios is going to go down, which is fine. Because I need Scizor to pick up the KO here. Which it might. It looks like it's max attack Scizor, to be honest. And the screen wore off, too. So we'll go into Scizor. Which I'm not sure if I can live one Double Edge. I might be able to with Scizor. Like, this game's not over yet for either side. It comes down to just Bullet Punch for first. And you can't Double Edge here. You would have to Roost if you have it. Bullet Punch. Does finish off the Salamence, and that would be a good game. So, yeah, could have been a whole different story. My opponent actually just went straight out into the Salamence first. Because, as you saw, like, I think Cloyster would have been able to sweep otherwise. But luckily, my opponent just... going Cloyster first. I mean, it does make sense because you do win with Cloyster if I am not superpower in that situation. But yeah, I did have superpower, which actually did help. But what I want to do first with superpower, I mean, you turn into Espeon, pick up the knockout, and then go Rotom. Because if he was going to set up with Salamence, I could have got the Sass early. And if you went into Cloyster, I don't think Liquidation KOs Rotom from full. So I would have been able to Volt Switch or Thunder Wave or Will-O-Wisp, Broken Sash. Probably Will-O-Wisp first. But nice, we're able to take a win. Nice win. And let's find another one. So, okay. I also keep forgetting how fast you can find battles on Battle Spot now. Because it's singles and there's a lot more people compared to VGC. So we have a Salamence, Lapras, Aegislash, Tapu Bulu, the Blacephalon and Vikavolt. Okay. So, another Mega Salamence that's definitely scary. Aegislash is also like a broken Pokemon here. I think Rotom does really well in this matchup if I'm able to like set it up properly. Scizor can do work, question mark. I kind of don't like Scizor as much. Latios can kind of do okay. Latias can. Azumarill doesn't really get a good opportunity to sweep here in my opinion. I think Mimikyu can sweep though, so I think Mimikyu in the back. Let's see, do I want Latias? Latios, those are probably the two I'm debating about. I mean, if I give it a Salamence or paralyze it, like Specs is just able to do so much work. I think I'm gonna go Latios. We'll see here. Specs Latios should be able to put in a lot of work if I'm just able to get rid of the Salamence and weaken Aegislash, of course. Like Specs Shadow Balls also gave me another out to Aegislash, which is why I wanted Latios. So we'll lead Rotom against what? Vikavolt. Okay. That's pretty good for me. Since Vikavolt really doesn't have a move that can touch Rotom, grass type attacks, bug type attacks, electric type attacks, they're all resistant. I could see Volt Switch, I could see Harden to Mence or Blacephalon. I kind of just want to throw off a T-Wave. Will-O-Wisp does hit Vikavolt in case it decides to Volt Switch though. I'm gonna Thunder Wave. Yeah, because you switch out. Let's see what's coming in. Lapras, okay. I wonder if his weakness policy on this set. I don't know what they run in singles though for Lapras, but I do get a Thunder Wave off, which is nice. Get to paralyze that Lapras, and anything on my team will be able to outspeed it now. Water type move, Hydro Pump should be coming out, so I'm just gonna Volt Switch here. I'm just gonna Volt Switch. Latios gets basically free Psychics off. I get to find out if it's Assault Vest too. Let's see. Oh, you are Assault Vest, my friend. It's definitely Assault Vest Latios. I kind of wish I had Psyshock. Do I go into Mimikyu here and Swords Dance up potentially? I think I do. We're gonna go into Mimikyu. Swords Dance up. Oh no. Please tell me Disguise. Okay. Oof. I'm so glad I didn't switch to Latios right there. I'm gonna Swords Dance up. I'm gonna Swords Dance up because I'll probably need to get a Swords Dance up in order to KO this Lapras. I don't think Z-move KOs. Although this is probably if he does hit Sheer Code again. I'm so unlucky with these Sheer Codes, man. Come on. Alright. Guess I should have went for the Z move, but like Sheer Code 30% chance to hit every time. Are you serious? I don't think Psychic 2 KOs. I'm gonna go for Specs T-Bolt. Because if Vikavolt wants to come out later, at least it can't really do much to my team. So I'll go for Specs T-Bolt. I don't need Latios healthy, which is fortunate. Wow, that doesn't even KO. You do deserve to be paralyzed for the rest of the game, to be honest. After hitting 2 Sheer Codes while being paralyzed, that's like, gotta be some odds. T-Bolt. Just an Ice Beam coming out, okay? So what, Sheer Code, Ice Beam, no Freeze Try? Okay, no Freeze, fortunately. Because if there was a Freeze, my opponent should have played the lottery. But just going to fire with Specs T-Bolt. I don't know if he saved Lapras here. Ice Shard. I don't think that killed Lapras, but, you know, might have, actually. But T-Bolt going to fire off into Lapras, does get the knockout. I mean, I would have preferred my opponent not hitting Sheer Code. Alright, let's see. Salamander should come out. Vikavolt. Okay. Vikavolt really can't do much to my Rotom Heat, which is always a safe switch in. Like, No matter what, Vikavolt doesn't have anything that can really change the board position other than Volt Switch, but I'm fine if my opponent goes Salamence because I can always Thunder Wave it. So no matter what, I'm not in a bad position at all. But that's assuming, of course, Salamence is in the back. Maybe my opponent's worried about Scarf. Or just wants to Volt Switch out now. Z move. What? Is that Stealing or something? I don't remember the... Oh, that's Bug. Okay. Savage Spin out. Okay. This is gonna hurt. It's not gonna KO by any means necessary. Is that really Savage Spin out? I've never really seen Savage Spin out. Yeah, Rotom 8. I'm gonna overheat. I should be able to knock out Vikavolt, and I don't think my opponent wants to switch into a Thunder Wave. Maybe goes for Volt Switch here. Overheat. Oh, come on. I would have probably been able to knock out Vikavolt there, and now I'm weakened for a Double Edge. Can't get the break. Let's see. Salamence? Yep. That makes this game 100% harder. I probably have to go off a full para now in order to win this game, which is unfortunate. So I'll T-Wave here. Yeah, I always click Thunder Wave here. And then I have to Volt Switch into my Latios, hope I can get it in, and then fire off a Specs Draco Meteor. But if my opponent goes straight for Double Edge, that might just knock out Rotom. Although the last one didn't... What? The last one did, what, 90? So maybe I can survive? Yeah, Dragon Dance. Rotom, I need you to click Thunder Wave, and then I need to Silence to get full Parad. Or go for Dragon Dance and hope it's Adamant. That's game. That is game, my friend. Rotom is blind. Yeah, I won't survive this. Yeah. That actually went down really slowly, though. But yeah, I can't win this. The only way I could win this was maybe if I Specs Latios, he's Adamant, Salamence, then I Draco Meteor knock out the Salamence, and then Draco crit the Vikavolt. But yeah. Unfortunate, too. Like, yes, I was relying on 90% accurate moves, but they're 90. It's not like it's 80 or something. They're not the worst accurate moves in the game. My opponent hit 2 sheer codes for crying out loud. But, you know, that's Pokemon sometimes. So, unfortunately, we're going to take a loss there. I feel like I did play, like, what I needed to do. I anticipated the first turn. Didn't anticipate hitting sheer code, like, another thing I guess I could have done. Like... No matter what, like, Latios healthy really didn't change anything in the game, to be honest, right? Because I'm like, okay, if he does hit the sheer code, which is still very unlikely, I'm able to get a Swords Dance up and probably pick up a KO. Unless he goes hard in the Salamence and then goes straight for a Double Edge. But otherwise, yeah, I'm able to get Swords Dance up. I can pick up the knockout onto this Lapras, which is huge for my Rotom and my, Latios, and maybe I can get a bit of chip damage onto Salamence with Shadow Sneak to put in Spec Psychic range, for instance, but you know, it didn't work out. So, we're gonna find another battle. And yeah, this is gonna be a very tough one. Ladder wise. I'm talking about ladder, like, I'm probably gonna play a few games off camera too, but it's like, okay, 16-15 from Japan. Oof. To me, 1600 is still high up. Lucario, Gyarados, Metagross, Hydreigon, Tapu Koko, Blaziken. Is actually, why do a lot of teams just remind me of VGC teams? Because this actually does look like one, in my opinion. So what's actually cool is that Azumarill could actually sweep. There are 4 potential Mega Evolutions though, so I gotta think hard about what's Mega and what's not. Like, if anything, I would expect... Okay, what I'm expecting is Lucario, Metagross to be the Mega Evolutions. Gyarados, Blaziken, Z-Move, maybe Life Orb on one of the sets. That's what I'm expecting. Specs Latios does a lot of work. Latios could do some work. Azumarill's look really solid here if I'm able to get the setup right. I think Rotom's just a solid lead though. Like, Rotom actually does a lot of work. For sure. Azumarill, if I'm able to get a belly drum up, can sweep this game. Do I want to go Mimikyu? Latios can also do a lot of work. I think Mimikyu is also safe. I'm going to try to Mimikyu here. Unfortunately, we're not trying out the Mega Latios, which is the only thing that wasn't brought here. But it's like, Latios and Latios kind of do the same role. Like, if I want to bring Scizor, I'm probably bringing Latios, just because, like, Latios can put on more offensive pressure straight off the bat. And Latios is like, has 2 coverage moves. If it can get a Calm Mind sweep, yes, but I haven't seen a game where we can, like, Calm Mind to sweep, to be honest. And yeah, we'll see what comes out. And my opponent also has a Hydreigon. I'm assuming it's Scarf. Pretty sure in both Battle Spot and in like whatever tier Hydreigon is now, because they definitely changed tiers over the years. Coco. Are you Z move Coco? You definitely. I mean, not Z move Coco. Are you dual screen Coco? I'm just gonna fire off an overheat. We're gonna probably see Volt Switch, U-turn, or Light Screen. Those are the main assumptions that I have. Maybe Nature's Madness potentially. Guardian of Alola. Oh, why isn't this Rotom 156 HP so I can proc the Berry after Guardian of Alola? Well, I guess that's kind of rare in singles. I find it's actually decently used though, on top of Coco and Battle Spot. I know I faced quite a few when I played back in Sun and Moon originally in the beginning. Discharge, okay. Are you Specs? Life Orb, okay. So I might be able to get a KO here. Because this is Overheat, it's Stab, it's powerful. Does a good amount. Maybe expected a Volt Switch or a double, so wanted damage off. Volt Switch is pretty safe against my opponent's team. Thunder Wave is also really safe here too. I'm gonna Volt Switch. It KOs the top of Coco after a Life Orb hit, and I get momentum. Yeah, because my opponent's gonna stay in. So weakens the Rotom, which is a little bad for me. But like, I get rid of Tapu Koko, which is a huge Pokemon for my Azumarill setup. Oh, I don't knock it out. Well, I can knock it out with Shadow Sneak anyway. Or I could try to proc my barrier. Actually, I'm gonna go into Azumarill and proc my berry. By proc my berry, I mean switch out Azumarill hard into my Rotom so I can get my berry back. Because I feel like having Rotom Heat with its berry can be really crucial for surviving maybe like a Zen Headbutt from the Mega Metagross. Or, I don't think it can live close combat from Mega Lucario, but we'll see here. Yeah, because you're just going to file a Discharge. Because Aqua Jet was probably what you thought I was going to do. So Coco goes down to its Life Orb. Because I do get my berry back. Now, what's coming out is the question. Hydrangle's not really a threat, especially since I have a Azumarill. Let's see. Metagross or Lucario, I'm kind of assuming. I don't think Blaziken comes in. Hydreigon actually does come in. Does this thing have an actual tech for Rotom? I feel like you can only KO through, what's the thing called? I feel like you can only KO through Draco Meteor, and that allows my Azumarill to set up. I'm gonna Thunder Wave. U-turn? Oh, just Dark Pulse. I mean, it hits Azumarill. I flinch, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm gonna Thunder Wave. Yep. Dark Pulse picks up the knockout, which is fine. I go hard into my Azumarill unless this Hydreigon like has a random Steelium Z or something that can actually, or Electrium Z charge beam. I don't see it knocking out my Azumarill, and then I'm able to get Belly Drum up. He's just gonna stay in Dark Pulse, okay. So I Belly Drum up here. Let's see, that's 50%, and I get my Citrus. I'm pretty sure 2 Aqua Jets knock out Hydreigon, and it's better than me having to risk Play Rough, so I am just going to fire off 2 Aqua Jets here. I guess it's a safe play no matter what. So let's see, Aqua Jet. Yeah, 2 AKOs Hydreigon. Earth Power. That shouldn't knock me out. I don't believe so. Yeah. Aqua Jet's always my play. 2 KOs everything on my opponent's team or just picks as a knockout. And like this game is, yeah, the match is gonna be forfeit. I'm pretty sure whatever my opponent had to back either went down to Aqua Jet or Aqua Jet combined with like a Mimikyu attack. If it was like Mega Gyarados for some reason, I'm pretty sure Aqua Jet into Play Rough would pick up the knockout, or Ghostium if it's like normal Gyarados, which is the only thing that could really take Aqua Jet. If it was Mega Metagross, Aqua Jet into Shadow Sneak would pick up the knockout. And Blaziken goes down to Aqua Jet. I don't remember what the last Pokemon was, but yeah. I think that's going to be it for today's episode of the Singles Battle Spot. If you do enjoy singles and want to see more of it on the channel, click that like button down below to show your support for Singles Battle Spot, as well as you can check out in the description my social medias. You can check out the side series. You can check out my main series, VGC, which is, you know, what this channel mainly focuses on. But, you know, I like a lot of gaming content, so I'll probably be doing, obviously, more with the side series and stuff. You can also feel free to comment down below. Tell me if you enjoyed the series. Tell me what I could probably do better, because I'm really bad at singles in general. You can check out my, every side social media. So you can check out the QR code team down below. You can check out the QR code team down below if you want to try out this team, because it's not my team. It was created by a Japanese player. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a good day, people. I will catch you around in another video.